Yo, what is up, guys? I get a lot of questions, and one of the questions that relate to the questions I get is I have a lot of weapons in my inventory, but what is my class setups? There's a bunch of them I use, and I'm gonna go ahead and share them with you if you have the same weapons. Now, I'm just gonna start off the video by saying this is my main class setup. If you have a gravedigger, go ahead and use the gravedigger. If you have some form of a scar, maybe it's an equalizer, a siege breaker, or a nocturno. This counts as an assault rifle, but it takes up light bullets. So you're not using air bullets, but instead you're using light bullets. Now I have a 82 super shredder that I can craft frost elemental tip. Now this class is just absolutely crazy. You have the 82 shredder that does high DPS at far range and really good at close range if you go ahead and don't aim with it. But it's obviously it's good. It's better if you it's better if you aim in. Then we have the scar for quick and easy kills. Now I use my gravedigger mostly on myth monsters since it got so much ammo in it. 10 bullets really do help a lot, and since this doesn't have an elemental tip on it, but since I have a bunch of 82 ones, I use a lot of them, the 82 tips, 82 fire elemental tips. So the fire does a lot of damage. I also have the egg launcher schematic. So I use the egg launcher, the scar, and I also use any type of other assault rifle. It doesn't have to be the gravedigger. So, but for me right now, it's the gravedigger, scar, and explosives. Because obviously, if they get really close into the base and the zombies are doing a lot of damage, obviously using an explosive helps a lot. Especially for this egg launcher. Egg launcher does a lot of damage on the smasher. It actually stops them from ramming into stuff. Then the takers, it stops them from ramming into you and doing like taking off your full shield. And it clears a lot of waves of zombies, especially because this has an elemental tip. This is good for all elemental zombies. The second one is my second favorite. I usually have a lot of rocket launchers, like the pumpkin launcher or jackal launcher. There's gonna be a lot of trigger comments because I'm saying a pumpkin launcher instead of jackal launcher. This one's gonna be running gun style. I actually have the air on the left because it's more easier. It's more organized. I have the air on the left, the shotgun on the middle, and then the grenade launcher or whatever you have, whatever type of explosives you have on the right. Now it's gonna be a running gun type of style. I have an assault rifle that really takes down zombies super quickly. Then I have a 91 backbreaker right here in my inventory right now, so I can just get up close and personal with zombies. And then if a whole bunch of zombies come to me, I go ahead and use this on a bunch of zombies. I'm actually not gonna shoot it right now because I have one, and I gotta go ahead and get some more from a subscriber. Now this next one is for the people who like playing more back, most likely the constructors. I don't play back, I'll usually play mid-center. The roles I see in the heroes are like you play what that character is. You play constructor, you stay in the base. You play soldier, you play mid. If you play outlander, you're useless. If you play ninja, go ahead and run and kill the lobbers and all that extra stuff. But anyways, so let's say if you're someone who likes staying at the base, like a constructor, or maybe an outlander who wants to fill in for a constructor, we have specifically an egg launcher for traps, because if you guys don't know, egg launchers actually count as trip mines, and it's guaranteed to kill any zombie that walks to this besides myth monsters and fat zombies. You guys can go ahead and see that I can hold 6 of them at a time, and this is really good to hold down areas. So let's say OBJ is right here, and you can go ahead and OBJ as in the objective. Go ahead and place a bunch of trip mines like that. And then maybe you got some high ground back here and you're sniping zombies back here. By the way, this Heartbreaker one taps blaster zombie. Shout out to Rockaflee, you know who you are, you craft this for me. Pretty sure I mentioned him in my last video, or 2 videos ago where I showcased my inventory. Shout out to him, he actually crafted me this. This one taps blaster zombies and 3 taps takers, or 1 taps takers and it 3 taps smasher zombies. But the shotgun is when zombies get too close and like everything's getting a little too difficult for you. Obviously you're not gonna do much with a sniper, and then an explosive weapon obviously got like a really low durability besides this egg launcher. But that's what I'm saying, specifically an egg launcher, but still has a really low durability. So this shotgun is just so when they get really close to you, you go ahead and knock out a bunch of zombies. Alright, so this next one is a pretty hard hitting one too. We have a nice high DPS Hydra 82 with an elemental tip on it. We have a 71 scar with an energy tip on it, or elemental energy tip on it, same thing. And then we have a 58 ray gun that surprisingly does a crap ton of damage in High Canyon Valley mission. For some reason, it doesn't say it has an elemental effect on it, but every time I shoot, I see energy, like the energy numbers come out of it. I don't know if that's just, this is because this is an energy cell weapon. I don't know, but any vendor tech thing will work with this because it doesn't take up light bullets or medium bullets. It actually takes up power sub bullets. So yeah, keep that in mind. There's not much to explain about this. Most energy weapons go pretty mid-range, and then the Scar goes like a little farther than mid. Then obviously yeah, with the Hydra for high DPS, but obviously the Hydra's like counted as a assault rifle. Let's say there's some zombie, like there's a zombie right there. I'll go ahead and shoot that, and it's gonna die technically. That's how strong and OP the Hydra is. Alright guys, I want you guys to keep in mind that the weapons that I have, actually, they obviously help me and save the world, but I want you guys to keep in mind that I don't brag about them. I'm just doing a video for you guys, and I use most of the time I use my weapons, and then besides the grave diggers. That class setup I showed you guys in the beginning of the video, I will always use that. That's probably one of my best setups. They help a lot, but if you don't have a lot of weapons on Save the World, I'm sorry, I don't know what to say. Please don't go ahead and message me on Xbox saying you got scammed. I give too many weapons away, and then at the end of the day, when I say no to one subscriber, they say my channel is trash. I just want to say, keep that in mind. I'm sorry if you don't have a lot of weapons. But, yeah, that's gonna end the video in here. I thought I was gonna back the call. But, if you guys enjoyed, make sure you drop a like on it.
Do I not amuse you?